Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki. That's a sushi roll, I'm a young CEO.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Carolina Panthers. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. Open man is born. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Down. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Young to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
52 blaster. Set.
Young on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first
first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Hey, let's find out who might...
Oh, Young loses it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check White. Hey, blue. Set.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards. Down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Young's throw here on target to Hurts. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He stiff arms him. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Strikers, 3-3. Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hut.
Young takes it on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready, go.
Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Double 38.
Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. On the move past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First down, Patriots.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this. And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Green. Ready.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down. Johnny Hecker in one formation.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Patriots 21, Panthers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Check smash. Set.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Young. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now Jones on first down. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now left side on the swing pass. Pushes past him. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
21.
Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here to pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Drill, 52. Ready?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 7-yard line.
22 needle. Blue, check. Smith, red.
Young to throw it. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
First down.
Check, pink.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Young. Steps away to his left. Oh, Young loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Off play action. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson. 71 yards. And the Patriots use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay, Frank.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it into it. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Go red.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready?
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, go Fury. Set.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Here's Smith to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The slot man in motion right.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 29.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Trying to take this home, they'll run.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Omaha, set. 12.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is secured by the Patriots. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the metal lines. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here's Jones to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete on a deep ball. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots.